Hi everyone, what's up? Well, today's video we're going to document another molt. This time I'm getting a molt from my Acanthoscurria Brocklehursti, the giant white-banded. Sasha, who's a 5-inch female, she's going to be huge, let me tell you. But first we'll give you an update on the slings and see how well they're doing. So I think these are almost 90 days old. My P.bara. Unfortunately I did lose 3 first instars over here that I just separated from the bunch. But other than that, everything's going well. They're all moving around. I even have some on the side of the margarine container. I see these are healthy little buggers. And if you look closely on some of them, if I can... Here, look at that. They start to have all the pokey patterns. Nice. There's at least a good 40-50 in here. Very good. Okay, next sack is the Tapenicinius Sancti Vincenti, the St. Vincent's tree spider. Unfortunately, you're not going to see very much of this specimen because I really don't want to disturb her. She's over there. And all the babies are concentrated here. They haven't been moving very much, at least in this web. But still, that's a pretty good sign. I didn't make a feeding video yet because I'm too low on superworms and crickets. So I did promise everyone that I was supposed to make the bee vagons, which I'm actually going to make tonight because I have 2 superworms left in this container and Morticia is going to get both of them. Because I noticed that Brad's mature male Gomez seems to be moving around a bit, so he's definitely primed. I'm definitely going to try 2 more times, then I'll send it back to him and see if all goes well. Okay, so now without further ado, show you the Brocklehursti, the giant white-banded, in case if anyone doesn't know the common name. So she's just flat on her back. It's very female. And I'll prove to you eventually. You can see that little slip between the first and second pair of book lungs. That indicates it's a female. So you'll be able to see this when it finally molts. She's a nice girl though. She's going to be huge when she gets bigger. Okay, so we're going to document the time it's going to take. So right now it's 10:31 a.m. in the morning. And then we'll check you up on some action. And just look at this, all the snow has melted. I'm cleaning out the caban so I could organize it. And would you believe, March 20th, and it's 24 degrees Celsius outside, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And tomorrow, it's actually going to be warmer, 26 degrees Celsius. That's pretty cool. So this is Sasha, around 1:41 p.m. And there's still no change. So I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to go outside and enjoy the nice warm weather. Then I'll come back to see how well she's doing. Alright, so time for another update. It's now 4:13 p.m. Well, at least she started going through her molt cycle. I'm pretty sure she's almost half to 3/4 of the way done. You can see she looks very stocky built. I can tell how thick her legs are. And she's going to be a monster. I'm not sure you can see the fangs, but they look pretty big. So I probably assume she's probably going to be at least 6 inches. given her 5.5 inch stature as before. Species get up to having a 7 to 8 inch leg span, so it's a pretty big T, definitely. One thing's for sure, she's a pretty good looking T. Alright, now let's go look at her molt, measure it, and sex it. So here's her molt. As you can see, she almost covers my whole hand. My hand is approximately around 6.2 inches. So let's have a look of how large she originally was. I always measure T's by their leg span, as you saw earlier what I did with my B. vagans for Desi, the crossbreed. So if I line it correctly, I'm at the 0 mark for the top of the first leg to the bottom of the second leg. And that looks to be around 15 centimeters, which is 6 inches. Wow, she was actually a lot bigger than I expected it to be. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is going to open up her molt on the abdomen area to show you this is a female or male. Well, I can tell you right away this is 100% female because a mature male would never be this stocky built. And I know Acanthoscurria males are not as big as that. Oh yeah, definitely 100% female. And this time it's a lot easier to see than the Brachypelma molt that I showed you yesterday. So, there she be. This is your spermathice. And it really shows on a specimen this large. So remember that ventral shot I showed you that had the little lip-like structure? Well, there it is. This is the sperm sac where the female stores the sperm so she can lay her eggs. See the top pair of book lungs and the bottom pair of book lungs? It's in between the top pair, and it's right here. So once again, I do hope you enjoyed this awesome video showing my Acanthoscurria Brocklehursti in her molting cycle. She took about close to 5 hours and only about 2 hours to actually molt. But heck, she's one hell of a girl. And before I end the video, I also got 2 more molts. One for my P.bara Kira. And now, as I noticed, I got a molt from Charmaine, my P.bara Ivory lowland Ornamental. And here she is. Wow, that is a very nice P.bara. Looks to be around 6 inches. She's huge. Proud of her because I raised her 3 years ago. No, I'm sorry, 4 years ago as a 1/2 inch sling. Cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone, and thanks for watching.